That's the very first intelligent question in today's webinar, my friends. Atmanirbhar. Okay, so all of you are highly inspired with the speech with Atmanirbhar. And a lot of people must have Googled what is Atmanirbhar. According to me, Atmanirbhar means self-dependent. One has to be self-dependent in life rather than trusting anybody else around them. So does that mean our respected Prime Minister is saying that don't trust the leaders of our country? You should not trust anybody in your life, but you should be more self-dependent. Does that also mean that we should not trust our system of the country? In that case, I still have a doubt that why should I believe in lockdown, or why should I even support the lockdown? Is our country Atmanirbhar? Atmanirbhar, according to me, also means that we should go vocal for local. That means that I only have to support the local brands and I should not encourage any of the foreign brand or imported brand, right? But we all are completely surrounded by such kind of brands. Keeping that topic aside, today the country, when we say the country's growth is based on the taxes, right? Now this question comes into my head that when somebody who does not pay the income tax on time, he is severely punished. But there are no brownie points for someone who pays it on time. But suppose you are extremely meticulous type and you pay your advance tax installments a month before the deadline, you still don't get anything. You also file your IT returns early to avoid the last minute scramble. Do you get any kind of reward? Forget. Can you even hope for a reward? Well, you don't get anything, my dear friends. That is what the problem is in India. And then we say, Atmanirbhar. I'm sure that even you would love a lottery. That if you get a lottery, you're going to be extremely happy. Let me share a wonderful example with you. A very tiny nation of Malta has been running a popular lottery since 1997. I read this long time ago, so I'm just sharing this example with you. The taxpayers, they submit the physical and electronic VAT receipts to the Department of Lotto, which holds a public draw on 15th of every month. The lucky winner bags a cash prize. But in India, people who pay the taxes on time should get rewards, is what I suggest. A number of people will start paying the taxes, independently and something without any kind of external forces. So, is every state Atmanirbhar? When you go out with your friends for some kind of restaurant, for some kind of food or some kind of dinner or something, when the bill comes, usually you all divide, and that division happens equally, but not on the basis of the kind of rotis that he or she had. So, even the toll taxes are being calculated at toll nakas as per the vehicle, but not the number of people or the passengers are traveling in that vehicle. Then, why there are different petrol and diesel charges? Then we talk about Skill India. So when we go to government-run offices, do you get any kind of value there? Oh, forget the value, they devalue you. They always devalue. They do not talk politely. Do they welcome you with a smile? I have never experienced that. Is the attention given, which is 100% while you are talking? Is there a response to any of your queries? Is there a feedback mechanism? Do they use the right words while communicating to us or to each other? So what value am I getting in return? Right? On the other hand, if I look at the private sectors, for example, coffee shops, entertainment centers, okay, the data shows that these are the kind of places where people are eager to pay more without any complaints, because there they are getting some value, they're getting respect, they are getting smile, they're getting some value, they're getting some quality, and most importantly, they get a stress-free environment. So one of the key skills that Skill India should incorporate is teach every single person in the government department is how to communicate. The reason why government people communicate in ill manner is not their mistake, it's because they are not being trained. Well, that's a different subject, and I'm sure we can talk about that in different, but let me come back to Atmanirbhar. So I would like to conclude on this Atmanirbhar out here, that is it possible for a man or a woman to become a parent being Atmanirbhar? Well, you can just dream about it, but some things are never possible, right? It's only possible when a man and a woman are something which is known as ANYONYAASHRIT. I repeat, ANYONYAASHRIT, that means Parasparnirbharta, interdependent. Our country has been and going forward has to continue to be on the mode of Parasparnirbharta, that is interdependent. A small example again, to the government. Can our government work on Atmanirbhar? That means they are not going to take taxes from us. Is it possible? Well, it's not possible. Similarly, Atmanirbhar is something which is not possible in the country, our country or any country, because the countries have grown. Now, you cannot really create something by one person. You need a team of people, you need a support, and you also need some kind of users. So, Atmanirbhar, according to me, is not the solution. Parasparnirbharta is the right kind of solution which every single person should really focus upon. It also means, Parasparnirbharta, that you have to follow the lockdown. You have to follow certain kind of rules and regulation post-lockdown. You have to ensure that social distancing is been worked properly. Parasparnirbharta is the only solution which I believe that all of us should work together. Do the best, stay healthy, stay safe, and do take care of yourself. Thank you so much.